Greetings! Welcome to another episode of the Italian RTG. Now, obviously we see a little bit of a Modric. This was just a cheeky pack we got from the Season Pass, I believe. And behind him, a cheeky Barella. Too bad we have the Inform, but nonetheless, some nice little fodder for the future. And last time, we left off with us being 5-0 in champs, so mission rank 1 continues today. And in the first game, if you were on stream, you would know that it was a tough matchup because it was right after the Roma-Milan match as we faced this 4-3-3, and it was a tough game because I was playing angry because that Roma-Milan match was a really just a shit show from a referee standpoint. Now, a lot of people can't seem to grasp this concept. I think two things can be true at the same time. It's true that Milan was better than Roma, right? That's true, but it's also true at the same time that the referee was an absolute disgrace here as we make it, or we have our opponent make it 1-1 as we try to play angry, right? So when I say that the referee was abysmal, right, I'm not saying Milan didn't play better than Roma. I'm just saying just because you play better than a team doesn't mean you are entitled to free referee decisions. It doesn't work like that, right? That's the beauty of football, that sometimes it's not enough to play well. You also have to actually go out there and win the game. And when it comes down to it, the game was ruined by a terrible call to get Milan a penalty, and it was ruined by, you know, a dubious red card by Milan later, and then a non-penalty call on Pellegrini at the end. But for some reason, when I say this, people get mad. They're like, oh, you know, Stallion, at the end of the day, Milan deserved it. That's not how it works, man. That's just not how it works. Terrible referees. It is what it is. As you can see, we do manage to get the lead back after we actually ended up going down, and we had to play this entire match angry. You could see why I was angry between the awful referees in Serie A and then the finishing in this game being in the state that it is. But we pulled through, make it 4-2, and we would bury it even more here with Chiesa into Insigne, eventually looking for him, and then Insigne with a nice curler. Every now and then they actually work. So Barella into Politano to really add insult to injury, and it is Insigne who finishes the job. So it's 6-0. We face this team with Haaland, a little bit of Bundesliga. Looked really weak, but never, ever underestimate your opponents, especially when they can fake shot. This is an outrageous fake shot here by Sane, and then gets the finish too. Well played. Now, we try to make it 1-1 here. Insigne looks at the wing. The wing is open, and that is a phenomenal cross. Bingo! Needless to say, we were pleased with that, and he was so pleased with that he would actually just do this for me. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate it, bro.
Free wins are definitely not required. You don't have to give people free wins, but if you're gonna quit, I think you might as well, right? But this was the beginning of the end. At 7-0, we win the ball back. Arnautovic gets it back, and from then on, I let him do whatever he wanted, and he gets the goal.
It just all comes from somehow I lose the ball with Chiellini.
Arnautovic wasn't finished though. He wanted to be the reincarnation of Jesus, and he does whatever he wants. He misses passes, gets it back, dribbles through players. It's fine. Again, works it in, and at this point, he's gonna take it to another level, and with his left foot. 2-0 down in 19 minutes, and unfortunately the only thing worse than being 2-0 down is actually being 3-0 down. Who would have thought? Anything this man wanted to do with Arnautovic, he was going to successfully do it. So we had a mountain to climb, and we would start that journey with Elsha on the wing to find the cutback with Chiesa as he puts himself again in a favorable position, and we find him. And this one's interesting, right? Because it's a carbon copy of his third goal, so I felt like this was a deserved goal. Speechless I was. Naturally, then we get lucky here, but we're so distraught that we screw up a very good chance, and from 1.6 XG to my 1.8, he now has a 3-1 lead. So all we have to do now is keep banging on the door. Failed there the first time, so it's Chiesa, Insigne. Chiesa is just ahead, so we feed him, but wasn't to be once again, of course. So at this point, I'm truly wondering how the hell are we not 3-2? Should be 3-3. We make it 3-2 eventually, but it was a bit late. even though we would try once again with Politano, just everything didn't work.
Ha
I read somewhere that smiling and laughing is supposed to make you feel better, but it's not working here, at least not for now. So Insigne looks for Politano, but the angle is too tight, and it ends 3-2 for my opponent, with me pretty much doubling my opponent's XG, but that's nothing new. So 7-1, Stade de Rennais up next, Calma. All we need is Calma here, because rank 1 is definitely still in the vicinity. So our opponent makes a mistake, pass into Chiesa, and unfortunately we overwork it. Should have just turned and shot there, but I overplayed my hand. Look at this beauty, by the way. I had to speed this up. Just the triangles formed to craft this opportunity was nothing short of spectacular. Into Insigne, the dummy, and the far post cross. It's a beauty.
Inject it, bro. Inject it. Let's go.
We try and take the distance here. Chiesa has the pace to take on the opponent's defender. Ambitious shot, but definitely one that we had to try. And then it's Chiesa again, 3-touch roulette. We win the 50-50 with Tonali, but he was to be denied by Maignan. Then in the injury time, the block of the century from his center back. Right place, right time for him. Ref lets us keep going. It's well over the allotted time, and I thought we were going to get away with it.
That's... what the fuck, bro?
Maignan had other plans. An opponent who had 0.2 XG at the half to my 4.1. So we felt confident to take this one home and begin the winning streak once again, but it would be Rashford dancing on me, finishing with his weak foot. I swear, if I had that weak foot capability with my players, I'd feel a lot more confident in shooting. So it's Di Lorenzo who gets across from Insigne, back in the box.
Shut this fucking game down!
Even from that distance, that just wasn't enough. So it's Tonali back into Chiesa, trying to get something from Mr. Reliable. Even when we're lucky, we are unlucky.
I can't even get lucky. I can't even get lucky, man.
So we find ourselves having to defend one last attack in the 90th minute. It's Dembele. I get Cannavaro. I tackle him. He murks it in nonetheless and scores.
I tackled him with Cannavaro!
Back-to-back L's. Not sure how we got here. So we play Mirko Doro, who is Diego Milito, and a light blue pitch line. So as my eyes bleed, as my heart bleeds, as my brain is exploding, everything my opponents touch turns into gold as he scores a very, very nice goal. But seriously, like, what is this streak of bad luck? So we have to respond. Politano into Insigne, and respond we do. What a beautiful finish. But again, Dybala starts dancing on me, and with the tiniest of spaces, he makes it work. Fair play. So it's 2-1, and we have to fight once again. Our opponent makes it 3-1. Does he not? No. This is the break that we needed. Even though Cannavaro tried everything in his power to score an own goal, we survived, and this would have to be the break that we needed. The streak that would begin a series of fortunate events. And it begins with Chiesa after the 1-2 around the box. Insigne passes through my opponent, and when I say that was the breakthrough, it was the breakthrough. Spinazzola makes it 3-2. Off the counter once more. It's Chiesa with a 1-2. We have to chip it this time. Someone said just start chipping instead, and he wasn't wrong. Maybe we'll do that as the go-to finish in 1v1s from a diagonal spot. And it would be over here as we get 5-2. And after 10 games, we bounce back after 2 back-to-back L's. It's now 8-2. Can we get rank 1? Find out next time. Peace.